Excellent. 305 Fights with the Champions Rise. Elio Shen Tarago. We're here with Mr. Barak.
How are you?
How are you, sir?
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us. We're here at Valente Brothers Coral Gables Jiu-Jitsu. I've been a long time wanting to come here because I've seen their mission on their social media, and since they started, they're talking and educating people about martial arts, and martial arts is a very big subject, a very complete subject. And through 305 Fights, we have an event, a combat sports event. But the combat sports event is to educate people about the martial arts, because the martial arts has so many things that bring to benefit people that sometimes it then doesn't get communicated or educated through only a platform like entertainment, movies, or combat sports. So that's what we were talking about previously before. And I'll tell you my definition of combat sports, and you show me your knowledge.
Sure.
First, it starts with a philosophy. If you notice, our shirt says respect and honor.
Correct.
So, second, it starts with the elements of self-defense, which I call anti-violence protection. And in self-defense, you have tactical considerations. You had told me a lot of things that I talk about also in self-defense. You don't have a time limit, you don't have a weight class, you don't have referees. So the tactical considerations are different than combat sports. Combat sports are just limited to the rules. Correct. You also have the health part, which is nutrition, diet. You know, it's really big encompassing. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Sure. Here in Valente Brothers, we do everything what Grandmaster Legracie have taught us, and Pedro Valente, Guy Valente, Joaquim Valente. It is very important for us to understand what the martial art is, because what we do here is a self-defense. When we talk about the self-defense, it is not a sport, and we need to be ready for the confrontation, the distance management, different weight class, and no time limit. And also the idea here is not to win the fight. The idea here is not to lose, not to die, not to get hurt, not to go to the hospital. If I can avoid the whole fighting, that's a victory for that. So you cannot really implement this in a combat sports, in the UFCs or any MMA events or any even jiu-jitsu, sport jiu-jitsu tournaments, because in those events, the mission is to win. If you just survive, which we see so many of them survive in the game, in the combat sports, that's a loss. But in our case, in the street situation, if I just don't die, I win. I survived I spar with this, I defend myself against this 200-pound guy. Wow, that was amazing. I survived. I'm going home. It worked. That is I think the biggest difference. And also when we talk about the health is very important too, because defending yourself starts with your health. If you eat bad, if you drink certain drinks, it's bad for you. And the way you rest, the way you take care of your body is the self-defense as well. We believe in that. So the diet is very important, the way you rest is very important. Not necessarily, because I always say this, if training so hard is very healthy for you, all the professional athletes in the world should be the most healthiest people on earth. And they are not. By the time age of 30, 35, 40, they have a lot of problems in their body. So we don't believe that's healthy. But again, I admire them. I think I have so much respect for them. They train very hard. They're very, very strong. They're very explosive. And then they're professional athletes. So yeah. you have to make that decision yourself.
I agree. You named the topic. What I said is like the philosophy. It's a lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
So you have to have a healthy lifestyle. It's funny because one of my instructors said, isn't it funny that you do health building, exercise, and health lifestyle your whole life, and at the end of your life, you're destroyed? And he meant that because we have to look at the methodology or the philosophy behind the training. So that's a very, very good point. These are the points that I wanted to communicate and educate, because 305 Fights is a combat sports league, but it was created for myself. I've been teaching for 40 years and I still train. to teach about the martial arts. The martial arts is very precious, has many benefits, has many features that are not just a combat sport. They're not just the movies. People see things in the movies, and you got to kind of remind them, that's good for the movies, but not necessarily good in reality. And it's really complete, and everybody could do it, not just the fighters and whatnot. And Valente brothers, another material that I see, they really transmit that philosophy, that culture, that idea, and that's why I wanted to come here today, because we want to transmit that through our vehicle. And so the more we can connect with people that are communicating and promoting that, it's important.